Hello, friends. Robert Bevan here, author of the Caverns Creatures series of comedy, fantasy novels, and short stories. With me is Sam West, and today we're talking about the spell Expeditious Retreat.
We're booking it. We got places to be. We're running as fast as we possibly can. This is a first level spell with bonus action to cast. Okay. Range itself for response component. It's got concentration for 10 minutes. The spell allows you to move at an incredible speed. When you cast the spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends, you take the dash action. Neat. This is cunning action, but for only dash. But it is a sorcerer, warlock, wizard, artificer, oath of the open sea, which is a Tal'Dorei campaign book, which is like tangentially D&D. It's got a bunch of red, like, this is technically not D&D official content because it's licensed by Matt Mercer or whatever. I don't know why they have it on D&D Beyond, if that's the case, but it doesn't matter. What it matters that we're talking about is Expeditious Retreat is for the main four classes: sorcerer, warlock, wizard, artificer. Now, on those classes, I would say it's undercast, but then I've never wanted to cast it, so then I'm like, is it undercast? I don't think so. I don't know.
I mean, it's in the name. It's for retreating. Are there other uses for it aside from
you know what,
winning
Bob?
a foot race?
There is engagement, kind of. This is a kind of tool where you can bonus action dash for a first level spell. So if you're like a blade singer or something, you need to get on top of someone. This is a way to get a free move. Free move being a first level slot for it. So like you got to play pattern. They're 45 feet away. You're a blade singer. You got 40 speed, or I guess okay, they're 55 feet away because you're a blade singer. You already have to have your blade song up. Okay, so maybe this isn't the best example, but warlock with thirsting blade. There we go. Not because then you're wasting a higher level spell slot. And this is the problem with Expeditious Retreat, is you're like, this should be good on this character. Oh, but not really, because you have to jump through these hoops, and they need this bonus action for that. No, they would be good on this character, but Pact Magic means this spell is trash, because you're spending 4th level slots on it, and then you're like, okay, maybe this just isn't good.
The range of self hinders it quite a bit.
I think it'd be really cool if you could give it to your buddies.
Yeah.
Like, you got bonus action now, go Paladin, go. On classes like Paladin or Ranger, I'd actually be a huge fan of this. It seems like it makes perfect sense for those characters to have, well, if it weren't specifically for the term retreat, I think it'd be perfect sense to have those characters having it, because like as a skirmisher ranger, they really like cunning action, because you have a easy place to put your bonus action, and you just pew, 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 fire arrows, kite around, shoot everyone all over the place, pull out some short swords, a great sword more likely, and just run around the battle map, having a great time. Paladins sprint at things, so just kill it and move to the next one, kill it, move to the next one. Bonus action dash gets you anywhere you need to be around the battlefield at a really cheap cost. If it were higher level, I'd be like, this is not worth the spell slot, but for a first level slot, I don't see much issue with it. It being restrained to sorcerers and wizards and artificers and warlocks, I'm more like, okay, so now we're looking at how we can possibly make this good.
Yeah, I didn't look so much into that as like into ways you can combine it with other things, namely haste and long strider.
You want to zoom.
Yeah, just I want to take it to the max. I want to feel the wind in my face.
Someone else has to haste you.
Right.
For what that's worth. But yeah.
This requires concentration, whereas long strider does not.
Yes.
So you could long strider yourself. But you don't need to. Somebody else could long strider you, because that doesn't have self. But yeah, Expeditious Retreat is only for you. So that plus long strider, somebody else hastes you, and for one glorious minute, you are a fast motherfucker.
For some reason. Like,
yeah.
I don't know why that's useful, but it's true.
The foot race is all I've got.
Yes. Because they also have a very strict no steroids policy, but they didn't say anything about spell casting. Magic is on the table as far as foot races are concerned.
In a world where it exists, why wouldn't it be? This is what the spectators want.
Yeah, it's definitely the mindset of, I think the Olympics would be sweet if people were allowed to juice as much as they'd like. I want to see what people can do. It's that mentality, right? Yeah, is that it? Is this just like bad on most classes? I get it, and that's Expeditious Retreat. That's why no one ever casts it. That's why I'm not entirely caring about it on any build ever. Like, Warlock, we've decided unusable. Pact Magic kills it out the gate for Warlock, right? For sorcerers and wizards, the class that would like it within Wizard, that would take the attack action and care about like engaging with it, it needs their bonus action for doing other things. So like that doesn't seem great. Sorcerer has very limited options when it comes to like extra attacking. Maybe you are one of the Green Flame Blade, like Twin or Quicken spell hybrid Gish options with Sorcerer that's not very good, but it's like a really cute little gimmicky build if you wanted to try and play a Martial Sorcerer, and then you take this. But then Quicken Spell is using your bonus action, so never mind. I'm trying to find real-world examples of where this should be good, because we know it's good, because Cunning Action is great. Bonus Action Dash is useful, but it also is stable to a Cunning Action, Disengage, and Hide, and I think all of that, plus how cheap it is to get 2 levels in Rogue, is just like, I don't think any character needs or wants this.
I mean, it is called Expeditious Retreat, and
But it doesn't disengage for you, so you have to take a
well,
hit. Or spend
that's
your
better
action
than-
disengaging.
yeah, or that's a lot better than standing around getting beat on.
Misty Step.
That's
That's second level spell.
Second level spell, yeah. This lasts for what, 10 minutes?
What if
Yeah.
instead you just cast Shield and mitigated some of the incoming hits on your way out, right? Like you run and dash with your regular action, and if they hit you, you shield.
I mean,
That
you
seems
could do
better.
that. But here's what I'm thinking though. You want to get away. You don't want to like just bail on the party. You want to get away far enough to where you can still participate from a long range, and know that the enemies that are, well, the melee enemies anyway, that are coming at you are not going to be able to reach you.
And you're spending one of your slots that you would use to engage them on this. So like you're also at the cost of not being able to be good at shooting them. Because we're looking like almost exclusively low tier encounters where you don't have better options, right? So we're looking at 3 first level spell slots prior to 3rd level. You're working with like running on empty gas. You're gonna take this over an extra magic missile. You're gonna take this over even like a chromatic orb. I don't think so, right? I think you just take the attack opportunity and keep moving.
Yeah, maybe. I'm digging here.
You are.
Look,
I think that use case isn't great, but I think that's probably the intended use case.
well, yeah,
I don't think it
there in
saves
the
the
name.
spell. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've come to the crux of why we've never seen it cast.
And don't think we ever will. I think
I mean,
I'm
all
gonna give it a
right,
2.
where I think this shines is in the thought experiments where you're trying to see how fast somebody can go.
Specifically a wizard, because you also, or you need to not have an allowance for 2 levels in rogue. Or you have to not be a monk. Because there's so many other ways to get a bonus action dash in this game.
Yeah, this self really hamstrings it.
Sure does. Like, we're looking at a build where you have your either sorcerer, warlock, wizard, or artificer, because they're the characters that get this. And those are the characters that have to be going as fast as possible and don't want the levels in the other classes. Which is like,
you're multi-class,
you're building the world's
wizard,
fastest
monk.
No, but like, if then you have Step of the Wind for a bonus action dash anyway. Right?
That's not, yeah.
And then you can cast haste on yourself, and then you definitely are getting more speed that way. So like, even in the theoretical, it's not that good.
All right, this gives like, what do these other ones do? Because you got to factor in additional. You've got dashes, you've got additional speed, and you've got multipliers.
So Cunning Action and Step of the Wind give you extra dashes,
Yeah.
as with the Expeditious Retreat. That is the #1 problem Expeditious Retreat has.
Yeah.
The other things you get in Monk are like, you get increased movement speed in Monk. With Fighter, you get Action Surge, so you kind of want levels in Fighter, so you can get an extra dash action that way. With Haste, you're doubling your speed. With Long Strider, you're getting a +10 speed. With the other effects that stack on top of this, you're either doubling your speed or getting a flat modifier generally after this point, or getting extra actions to take additional dashes. So like Tabaxi doubles your speed, so you can quadruple it with Haste, and that's where you get the really big silly numbers from.
All right,
and
so but that's racial though. I mean, like, I'm trying to figure out. Look,
your bonus action will have no problem being committed already, which is where it's like, there's no room for this, right? And your concentration is going to be committed to haste, because that's definitely more relevant than getting a different way to get a bonus action dash.
All right. Well, all right. Now, Monk. What's their bonus speed?
So Monk has
not the dash. They're just faster movement, base movement.
Okay, they get +10 at 2nd level.
Yes.
And then they get +15 at 6th level, and they get +20 at 11th level. Oh, sorry, at 10th level. So the more level you take in Monk,
20. Wow.
You get 5. You start with +10 speed, then you get an extra +5, then you get extra +5 on top of that.
Now, don't barbarians also get?
They get
increased?
Once at 5th level, they get 10 extra speed.
All right, so barbarians off the table. So Monk is where it's at. if you're looking to maximize your base speed through class.
Yes.
And they have bonus action dash options anyway.
And it costs a single key point, so you can do it 6 times.
All right. Now, all right, 6 times, but this is 10 minutes. But then the haste is only a minute. Damn it.
And if you have 10 levels in Monk for that extra 20 speed, now you have 10 key points. So you do have a full minute, 10 minutes, or a full 10 rounds worth, which is 9
10
rounds.
rounds, but not 10 minutes. All right.
That's true.
If you've got a support team that will continually cast haste on
They're
you.
relayed to cast
Yes.
haste on you.
All right.
And you're then opting that over 2 levels in Rogue to have it infinitely.
What?
Because Rogue's cunning action is 2 levels in Rogue, and you can bonus action dash just at will. No resource costs. That's much longer than 10 minutes if you have a relay team of infinite hastes.
All right, but you need 1 level of wizard. How many levels of monk?
It depends.
If you want the full
I have done
20.
a very in-depth speed build. I would recommend our viewers, if you're interested in this chat, go check out on my monk review.
Yeah.
You do hit a critical mass where you want to dip out a monk because you need other levels in spellcasters to get things like haste. So there are, and you need like an action
Or
surge.
you need a team of hasters.
If we start compiling outside forces, things get really, really wonky really fast. So like you would probably just need to be a 20th level monk and then have other people augment you with stuff, would be my guess.
I'm just saying, like, this and haste only works if you've got a second party, because they both require concentration.
Yes.
So for this to matter at all,
you have to have a second party with haste.
Yes. So the relay team is on the table.
Yes, the relay team is on the table for this specific instance where you care about seeing not just how fast you can go, but how long you can go for that fast.
Yes.
Great. In this entirely hypothetical white room, that is the scenario that the Expeditious Retreat might have a home.
All right. Does that earn it a 2?
I guess it has text, and I try to reserve 1s for spells that don't have text. And I could see skirmishing wizards and sorcerers finding a way to use this, so I'll give it a 2.
All right. That was fun, though.
It was a thought experiment.
Yes.
What would it take for a speed increasing build to incorporate Expeditious Retreat?
Yeah.
Could be the title of this video, honestly.
It'll definitely be the title of the short I make out of it. All right. Well, that was Expeditious Retreat. Thank you, Sam, and thank you everyone for joining us. Let us, we tried, we failed. When do you use this? Let us know in the comments, and like, subscribe, and all that. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, informative, or entertaining, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button below. You needn't smash it. A gentle tap will suffice. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. And make sure you check out the links in the description, where you'll find my Caverns Creatures series of comedy fantasy novels, Sam's full review of the spell, and other fun things.